Hey, what's up everyone? Tachi here. So, it's been like 7 months since the game has come out. I figured it's about time for the YouTubers to start making updated PvE guides, specifically in this case, World Boss. So, I'm gonna show off my World Boss teams for all of them. I'm gonna show you how my teams work. If you guys want to copy them as is, go for it. There are obviously some units that are replaceable and some that are not. So, for Ogdod, for example, the supports are replaceable. You could replace them. I'm using these because this is what works best for me. You do not want to replace Ayan. You actually do kind of need her to remove the agility. And then when it comes to Charlotte, Alicia, etc., they are here specifically for stuff like this: incoming damage boost. In her case, incoming damage boost from the burn. So you could replace it on that, and Barbara as well. She's incoming damage on her anti-heal. So those kinds of units, you could replace them as long as the unit also that you're replacing it with also has similar skills. And Cruel can be replaced by I don't know his name because I actually don't own him, right? Maybe I do at this point. But the defender that does the same thing that he does, he resets like debuffs. So as you guys saw, obviously she's on double vital right now, but if you have her on vital rage, she does around like 7 or 8 million. So this kind of team should be able to get you the skill book if you guys are interested in that. For those who don't know, when you max out a certain score for each world boss, you can get, obviously you get diamonds, like thousands of them, but you also get skill book, which to me is slightly more important. But yeah, that's why I had to go out and look around for teams, and I didn't have all the units. Like I think this one specifically, people use Wesker, but I don't own him, so I kind of had to make almost my own team, just using like the info on like what type of units are good. So hopefully this helps you guys, especially since you don't have to go out of your way to figure it all out on your own. Now you saw that was about 8 million, I think, so very close. That's more than enough, if I'm not mistaken, to max and get a book. But obviously if she was on rage, then even more so. Where is it anyways? No, it's not here. I think it's this one. I don't know if it's gonna show. Yeah, so it only shows for the boss that we're doing today. So obviously the HP bosses, or as they call them, transport bosses, you're not going to be able to do those, the skill books, just because of how much HP you need. Like even the world record 260k, you need 306k. Like even with really good runes, which I assure you Puhi has, you need even better runes. So for transport bosses, it's not that huge of a deal, but I will still show you how to do them. Obviously not much has changed since then, but perhaps the units have. So for this one, mostly you do need high HP units. The front 3 units are gonna die, but you do want the other 9 to live. The units need to be units that heal on hit or get healed when they get hit. One or the other. They have to be one or the other. In this case, I'm still using the 3 Musketeers because they heal from their set bonus, which is good, but I think I can probably replace them if I really tried. And then obviously I have Levia, she heals when she's hit. Grossa heals when he's hit. Cecilia just passively heals. Cowley heals. Yeah, so all my units heal, and on top of that, just in case, I also added Floria and Sabrina. She's not quite as high as she could be, but I'm too lazy to make extra duplicates of her. So this one's kind of boring, so I'm not going to show it, but it gets good enough to max your score. This should get you into SS plus, SSS plus actually, I think is what the tier rating is called. So that's more than enough. You see I get around 126k, 119k. That's more or less where I end up. That's mostly just because I have lackluster runes on units like Grossa, and he's also not 6-star, just never felt like doing it. So things like that, obviously getting all those units up to 6-star, putting them on really good runes will increase your score, but I don't have enough vital runes to throw around and get them all to their maximum potential, so to speak. Now for Arcstar, this one's a little bit different. Now This one is primarily using things like this, advanced incoming damage. Then you see obviously cursing, so they can be cursed, enemy stats can be lowered, and then you want to increase the damage as much as you can. And then at the end I have Mamineer going. Mamineer can be replaced, but I think there's only like 2 units that can replace her right now. I think Karen is one of them. You need units that have something like this, that skill specifically. So if you have any other units like that, I think Karen is one, the 4-star. Units like that, then go for it. Zarka, Esther, and Alicia, I wouldn't really replace, but you get the gist of what they're here for. It's for the reduced stats, so that's what you're going for. If you have any other units that can replace that function, then go ahead. Otherwise, I would highly suggest using this one. Now you see, unlike in Ogdode, these do hit, so very good for you. Lots of damage incoming. Now you guys are gonna have to look at the bottom for the score, because I'm currently looking at his stats. Now you see he has 0% defense, 0% agility. That is where all the damage is gonna come from. And it should be quite a lot. Come on, Mamo, show us your strength. 4.4. That's not that bad. Could probably be more if I had better runes on her, but I don't really use Mamo like that. It's not quite my my cup of tea. Not anymore, at least. Other than that, Tarion is the only one left. Tarion, not much has changed since then, mostly because the units are basically the same shit. What you want to do is you want to have 6 units like this, and you want to separate them and then leave the middle open, because the boss will be hitting in the back, in the middle. So you need 1 unit that's tanky enough to survive back here. Pretty much everyone uses Jacqueline, it doesn't matter what his runes are. And then you want these units. It doesn't matter if they heal, you just need them to be as tanky as possible. These are my tankiest units at the moment. Either way, for now, that is my guide on world bosses. That is what I'm using. If you guys want to use those formations, go ahead. If you have any extra tips that maybe I am not familiar with, feel free to let me know. I know a lot of people try to keep their scores and their whatnot a little bit secretive, but who cares about that? Either way, hopefully it's helped you out. I'm out. Have a nice day.